The fight for power continues. Within days, the Taliban claims to have seized control of 12 cities in Afghanistan, including the major cities of Kandahar and Herat, while others are under attack. And it's frightening news for the Afghan diaspora.
So we know that the Taliban are gaining more ground in Afghanistan. How are you and the local community feeling about what's unfolding back home?
It's terrifying knowing that 20 years later, we're back to the same thing. The history is repeating itself, and watching my family, my friends, my grandparents, aunts, uncles, they all live back home, and watching them go through the same war, endure the same war all over again, and it's heartbreaking. And then at the same time, you have the survivor's guilt. Like, why did I survive? What did I do to deserve this life?
Her family in Afghanistan is actively fleeing and hiding from the Taliban, fearing for their safety and life.
Every morning I wake up, I look at my phone terrified if I'm going to have some bad news.
Despite escaping the Taliban regime decades ago, they're still left traumatized.
We do feel a sense of guilt in being here and having the privilege that we have. In a sense to a lot of the traumas that we sustained and the tragedies that we witnessed 20 years ago.
Others in the Afghan diaspora are calling on international intervention.
We really expect more from governments to not leave alone Afghan people in this very critical and brutal situation that was brought from the Taliban and their neighboring country supporters to Afghan people. I think it's an ethical obligation of countries and international community to be with Afghan people.
He fears all the progress the country's made over the years will be lost if the Taliban aren't stopped. One expert says the international community isn't recognizing how serious of an issue it is.
My fear is that the political will is not there, that we're so quick to say we can't, or we're so quick to say those people are different from us and we don't see ourselves in them. And so what I want to say is that they are the same as us. They have the same hopes and dreams, and they have just as much weight as our own hopes and dreams. And so we should do everything in our power to intervene and to put pressure on those who can take action to take action.
Protests are being organized across Canada, calling on the end to the war and violence in Afghanistan, including one in Vancouver this Saturday.